Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Stout Advice. My name is Logan Stout, and the word today is culture. You know, it's interesting. I get to speak all over the country to different companies. They'll bring me in to do trainings and whatnot. And one of the first things I'm always looking for is to see what the culture of that group of people is, or the culture of that particular company, because that'll tell you a lot. That'll give me direction on where I need to take the training, okay? And so some people say, well, what does that even mean? What is our culture? Well, folks, here's it. Your culture is what you are, okay? Culture is not what you want to be. It's not what your mission statement says. It's not what your core values are. Your culture is what you are, okay? So the only way you can improve your culture is to improve your people. And when your people are improved, the culture naturally changes because the people make the culture. So whatever you do in life, there's a culture. In your family, right? I've got two boys, my wife Haley, myself. We have our household has a culture, right? The different companies that I own, there's a culture there. What's so important to understand is the people make the culture. So the better the people, the better the culture, as we've just discussed. But what you have to do is place tabs on that culture. You as a leader, we're all leaders. You as a leader, you are responsible for the culture you're bringing to the table. And the better you are as a person, the better the culture is in that given situation, okay? So action item number one, here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down the different cultures, the environments that you live life in. Maybe it's your church, maybe it's your work, maybe it's your home. Whatever it is, write down a list of the different things you're involved in, right? Action item number two is, what's the culture in those deals? You know, it's funny, I hear people say, oh, I hate going to work. Well, it tells me right there, the culture at work is different than the culture at home. Okay, maybe you play on a sports team. What's the culture of your team? As a coach, one of the most important things for me is I want a great team culture, right? That means chemistry, loyalty, discipline, fun, the whole 9 yards. That's the culture I want to create within that team as the leader of that team. Same with our workforce, you know, at the different companies I'm involved in. I want us all to understand what makes us who we are. So action item number two, do exactly what we discussed. So you're going to write down action item number one, all the things you're involved in. Action item number two, what's the culture of all those things you're involved in? But action item number three is I really want you to hone in on yourself personally. What can you do, or the people you're involved with, what can they do to add value to the culture, to make it a fun, wonderful, enlightened culture? Okay? Hope that made sense to you. Hope this Stout Advice is adding to your culture, and we appreciate you joining us this week.